Padma Awards used as a political tool, as a political strategy? Why hasn't Sri Balasaheb Thackeray got the Padma Awards? Are Padma Awards actually used as a political tool like almost everything is in this country? Giving an award to Balasaheb Thackeray at this stage is going to boost the Shiv Sena UBT, or it may also boost Eknath Shinde to some extent. People who criticize Bharatiya Janata Party, who has been critics of Bharatiya Janata Party and are still alive, they don't get an award. Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. My topic today is the Padma Award. My topic of today, actually, I have two questions today. My question number one is, are Padma Awards used as a political tool, as a political strategy? Like most of the other things today are used. Most of the other things are used for electoral stroke political strategy. Is Padma Award also used as a political strategy today? That's question one. Question two is, I wonder, why hasn't Sri Balasaheb Thackeray got the Padma Awards? You see, it's this government and their allies, that is Eknath Shinde, who has been saying that, listen, it is centenary year of Balasaheb Thackeray's birth anniversary. It is 100 years. 23rd January 2026 was his 100th year, 100th birth anniversary. And they said they want a mayor because it is 100th birth anniversary. But nobody is actually even uttered a word that Balasaheb Thackeray should be given a Padma Award. Didn't he deserve that? Doesn't the government feel that Balasaheb Thackeray deserved a Padma Award? So this is the question I wanted to ask, and I am not only asking this question to the government, I am also asking this question to Shiv Sena. To Shiv Sena, the party who claims that we want our mayor because Balasaheb Thackeray's centenary. So all the gifts of Balasaheb Thackeray's centenary should go to them. There is nothing they think they should do for the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray is the question I ask tonight. Okay. As always, before we get into the analysis and details and all that, let us understand broadly what Padma Awards are. Most of you all will know, but all the same. You see, Padma Awards, there are three classifications. The topmost Padma Award is Padma Vibhushan. The second is Padma Bhushan. The third is Padma Shri. Now, Padma Vibhushan is for exceptional and distinguished service. Padma Bhushan is awarded for distinguished service of high order, and Padma Shri is awarded for distinguished service. This is why you get a Padma Award. Now, Padma Award is given to any person for his or her achievements in the field of operation. So it is profession agnostic. It is given to anybody who has achieved something in their particular field. But there is one rider. And that one rider is another question. The rider is that particular person must have contributed something to the society. Now, if you see, and like I said, I am not limiting my observation to 26 or from 2014 to 26. I am talking about Padma Awards per se. If you look at Padma Award awardees, especially Padma Shri, I wonder how many people who got Padma Shri has actually contributed to the Indian society. I really have my doubts. I really am quite unsure about it. I mean, you can go and you can figure out and let me know in the comment box below, but I am kind of unsure about it. But that being said, this is the criteria for a person to get a Padma Award. You should be good in what you do and you must have contributed something to the society. That gives you a Padma Award. Of course, needless to say, Padma Award has, is religion, caste, creed, gender agnostic. There is anybody can get a Padma Award. There is no caste, creed, reservation, nothing for Padma Award. So that's another very important factor. Now, actually what I also want to say is the government, the current dispensation, that is the Bharatiya Janata Party run NDA dispensation, they have focused on trying to give Padma Award a lot of credibility by saying that, listen, we are going out and giving Padma Awards to tribals, to people who have worked in villages, rural India, mafusal towns. We are trying to give awards to those kind of people so that they are recognized. Now, this is a very good thing. It is a very, very good thing that they are attempting to do. But today, I question a lot of these. And I will tell you why. Let us start with identifying people and giving them awards. Now, fine. That's great. That's fine and that's brilliant. And believe me, I will give 10 out of 10 to this government for actually doing that. But my question is, when one says that I'm going to identify people who have done work, does that also go with a rider which says that people who have done work but doesn't question the government? Because if you have done work but you question the government, then no Padma Awards. You've done good work and you have not questioned the government, you don't say anything against the government, I give you Padma Award. Is that one of the riders that goes with your selection criteria? That's a question I ask the government. The second question I want to ask, which is where I started this conversation from, is Padma a political tool, an election tool? The reason I say this is because look at 2026 Padma Awards. A lot of Malayalis in the Padma Awards. V.S. Achuthanandan, who actually is a critic of Bharatiya Janata Party, a very staunch critic, much more stronger and much more vocal against Bharatiya Janata Party than Pinarayi Vijayan, the current Chief Minister of Kerala. A very strong critic. He was given the Padma Awards. Now, does he deserve the Padma Awards? Of course, he deserves the Padma Award. He was a tall leader. He was a very selfless leader also. And believe me, the criteria he fits in because he has done a lot for the society, whatever little I know about his life. But the fact remains that he was given this award posthumously. Isn't it politically very correct? Now, look at Kerala. The people of Kerala will say, Arey, Bharatiya Janata Party, how fair, how proper, how unbiased this party is. They came and gave the Padma Award to their biggest adversaries. To their biggest adversary. And that is Communist Party of India. And that too, one of the tallest leaders of Communist Party of India, that is V.S. Achuthanandan. So, wouldn't that be, in a way, kind of appeasing the Kerala voters? Number one. Number two, why now? Like I said, he's passed away. It's given posthumously. Why? Because maybe if he was alive, he wouldn't have accepted it. Like Uddhav, he wouldn't have accepted it. But now, there is no question of not accepting and all that. No? So, that is another point that one needs to think about. The point number 3 is Shibu Soren. Shibu Soren, again, same logic. Shibu Soren passed away in 2024, if I am not mistaken. And he was given a Padma Bhushan posthumously. Again, the same logic. He will not be able to reject it, nor will he ever criticize or will he make any speeches because that's over. He is no more. So, are these awards given so that Bharatiya Janata Party establishes its unbiased credentials, saying that we are absolutely unbiased, fair credentials, yet ensuring that it only helps them politically but does not harm them? Think about it. This is my point 2. My point 3. Chalo, all this I agree. You see, Bharatiya Janata Party, especially in Maharashtra, they have been talking about the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray. They have been talking about the Hindutva of Balasaheb Thackeray. They have been talking about what Balasaheb and how much Balasaheb Thackeray achieved. I would like to draw your attention to a tweet that our good Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, had made on the 23rd of January 2026, that is the birth centenary of Shri Balasaheb Thackeray. He had said that on the birth centenary of the great Balasaheb Thackeray, we paid tribute to the towering figure who profoundly shaped Maharashtra's socio-political landscape. Known for his sharp intellect, powerful oratory and uncompromising conviction, Balasaheb Thackeray commanded a unique connect with the people. In addition to politics, Balasaheb was deeply passionate about culture, literature, journalism. His career as a cartoonist reflected his keen observation of society and his fearless commentary on various issues. We are greatly inspired by his vision for Maharashtra's progress and will always work to fulfill it. This was what Mr. Narendra Modi said. Fair. But tell me, then why is Balasaheb Thackeray, or why was Balasaheb Thackeray never considered for a Padma award? Bharatiya Janata Party is in the central government since 2014 till date. We are in 2026. Not once has Balasaheb Thackeray been nominated for the Padma awards. Isn't that strange? Shouldn't Balasaheb Thackeray, and isn't Balasaheb Thackeray rather entitled for a Padma Vibhushan? The thing is, what also surprises me are people like Eknath Shinde. Eknath Shinde, the leader of Shiv Sena, I mean, he wants his mayor in Mumbai because to celebrate the legacy of Balasaheb Thackeray, to celebrate the 100th birth centenary of Balasaheb Thackeray, which was on the 23rd of Jan 2026. He wants to celebrate that by having his mayor. But not once did he actually ever go and say that, listen, why don't you give Padma Vibhushan to Balasaheb Thackeray? Why are they not asking for it? Why are they not demanding it? And most importantly, why didn't the government of India feel that Balasaheb Thackeray deserved a Padma award? The reason I say that Padma awards is directly linked with politics is because V.S. Achuthanandan, like I told you, is very important. Because now giving him a Padma award or not giving him a Padma award wouldn't matter to Bharatiya Janata Party. B, definitely there is a tacit understanding between Bharatiya Janata Party and Communist Party of India in Kerala, which is what I believe. So I believe that there is a tacit understanding. So that too. Shibu Soren, which I mentioned before, that possibly it is to tell Jharkhand, to show Jharkhand and the world that, listen, we go beyond party lines and we distribute the award. But the problem then with Balasaheb Thackeray, giving an award to Balasaheb Thackeray at this stage is going to boost the Shiv Sena UBT, or it may also boost Eknath Shinde to some extent. And I don't think Bharatiya Janata Party is too keen on either boosting the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray faction or the Eknath Shinde faction of Shiv Sena. Bharatiya Janata Party, and it's true, it's not in its interest to boost Shiv Sena at this point in time in Maharashtra. And possibly an award to Balasaheb Thackeray would give them that boost. And that they do not want to happen. They don't want it to happen. And that's precisely why possibly a Balasaheb Thackeray was not considered. And therefore, I ask once again, are Padma awards actually used as a political tool like almost everything is in this country, including parliament, including rallies, including meetings, including foreign visits, including everything. It's like used for electoral benefits. Is even Padma awards, distributing the Padma awards also used for electoral benefits? This also is a question that I leave it to you for your judgment. The last point that I want to make, and I want to make it with a story. I was speaking to Kumar Ketkar. Kumar Ketkar got a Padma Shri in 2001. Now, Kumar Ketkar is a person who I know personally, and Kumar Ketkar has been one of the biggest critics of Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, in 2001, Kumar Ketkar got a call from the Home Ministry, and he was told by somebody that he has been nominated for a Padma Shri, 2001. And you know who gave him that Padma Shri? Not Congress. Not Congress, who he became Rajya Sabha MP later on in life. It was not Congress. It was the Bharatiya Janata Party who gave him the Padma Shri. A person who criticized Bharatiya Janata Party, a person who was a huge critic of L.K. Advani, the same L.K. Advani nominated him for a Padma Shri in 2001 when L.K. Advani was the Home Minister. There's another incident I want to tell you. And this, of course, nothing personal that I know of, but I have read it, is what Mr. R.K. Lakshman wrote in a column. He got Padma Bhushan in 1973 and Padma Vibhushan in 2005. Padma Bhushan in 1973. And you know who was the Prime Minister of India in 1973? Lo behold, the Prime Minister of India then was Indira Gandhi. It was Indira Gandhi who gave him the Padma Bhushan. Incidentally, it was the Congress who gave him the Padma Vibhushan. Again, what is interesting is R.K. Lakshman was one of Indira Gandhi's biggest critics. Most of the cartoons that he has made, he has presented to the world has been on Mrs. Indira Gandhi. And it is actually correct also, because Mrs. Indira Gandhi was in power, and a good journalist and a good political analyst or commentator would comment on the party in power, not the opposition, like most of us do now. That was the difference between then and now. And he would comment on Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi offered him his first Padma Bhushan. And like I told you, 2005, again, the Congress gave him his Padma Vibhushan. So that's the story I wanted to tell you, just to kind of let you know that, you see, with all the faults that one saw, with both, every government, right from, like I told you, earlier days, every government, but at least at some point, some governments had made that extra effort to ensure that even a critique was given an award. A person criticized the government, but that was not held against him. If he performed, if he delivered, and if he was doing well in his field, he was given an award. That one thing is missing. Because here, awards are, of course, if you do well in your field, that I think Bharatiya Janata Party is very well established that, a random person is not given an award. More often than not, a random person is not given an award. There are a few exceptions which we can discuss later on, but more often than not, random persons are not given an award. But the fact remains that what is absolutely sure is people who criticize Bharatiya Janata Party, who has been critics of Bharatiya Janata Party and are still alive, they don't get an award. That is a very strange thing. And that is the way I would like to end my editorial. Write down your comments in the comment box below. And till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.